Hi there, Dr. Z here. I wanted to share with you one of my top rated podcasts, and I've made a video out of it. And it's about living your life in the windshield view. We will all have obstacles, challenges, adversities in our life, but you should not continue to live your life looking in the rearview mirror. It's kind of like this. When you're driving a car, you need both of them. You need the windshield view, but you also need your rear view mirrors, whether it's the one in the front of you or the two on the side of you. You need them, but you cannot drive successfully by continually looking in those rear view mirrors. So life is the same way. You are going to have those challenges, those obstacles, and those adversities in your life, and it's okay to look back on them, but it's not okay to live within them. You need to continue to live by looking through life with the windshield view. And what I mean by that is this: life can be so abundant. Life teaches us lessons, and it's okay to reference those lessons. But in order for you to truly expand and expound upon your life, you need to use and live the windshield view of it. That windshield view, it's that large landscape view where you have endless possibilities. So remember, life is going to give you those storms. Life is going to give you those happy moments. Life is going to teach you lessons. But the most important thing that you need to do is to remember that those lessons are truly there as those redirections to put you exactly where you need to be, and that is living in that windshield view. In this episode that I've transferred from my podcast, I'm going to talk about living in the landscape view, which is the windshield view that you're supposed to live in your life. So I'm going to be talking about living your life in the windshield view. And that windshield view is so important for you to continue to be successful, to grow, to develop. So remember, you can refer to the rear view mirror as a point of reference, but it should not be the point of your direction. Use that windshield view to direct you. Okay? I hope that you like it, and more is to come. Thank you for your support. So remember to like, follow, and subscribe.
I've got a great topic to talk about in this episode, so let's get started. It is live your life through the windshield view. And I want to start by saying this: one of the most daunting things that we can face in life, and one in which we all suffer from, is the Rearview Mirror Syndrome. This syndrome is real, my friends, and our subconscious minds are equipped with a limiting rearview mirror, which can truly infiltrate those limiting beliefs that sometimes tend to creep up in our lives. The rearview mirror syndrome is where you go through life with that rearview mirror and where you continuously relive and recreate your past. And this, my friends, is setting you up for little to no progress. Living your life through a rearview mirror is when you are mistakenly holding on to a belief system that is limiting your true potential in the present and basing on the limitations of your past. And so, instead of creating a new future for yourself, you just tend to stumble down those same paths again and again. The problem with that is you are truly limiting your future and condemning yourself to a life of mediocrity without even realizing it. And it is a destructive cycle, which must stop. So I want you to believe me when I say that the rearview mirror syndrome is not something that needs to be a part of who you are, what you stand for, what you're trying to do, and you can definitely get past it. So what is really going on here when you are living life in a rearview mirror? Why, when you are so capable of not doing so? Why can't you seem to overcome your past experiences and look towards the future? I'll tell you why. And I'll begin by saying this: you have free will after all, and don't you forget that. Use that free will. But as human beings, we have the tendency to filter every choice we make, from what to wear, to what to eat for lunch or dinner, to what we allow ourselves to consider possible in our lives, through those limiting beliefs of our past experiences. But I want you to remember, everything that you know now was once new to you. Embracing new opportunities is a symbol of growth, not failure. It is a symbol of courage and strength. So just because you have never done something does not automatically mean that you can't do it and turn it into something so great and positive. We must get over our obstacles and challenges and get uncomfortable in order to see new perspectives, to grow and spread our wings. So I want you to understand that I'm not saying that the rearview mirror isn't important, because it is. But what happens if you think about it very closely? If you truly continue to drive only looking out the rearview mirror, what would happen? Well, let me tell you. You would definitely crash, hurt yourself, and possibly others. So the same applies with life. While it is important to look to our past for knowledge, lessons learned, guidance, and experience, it will become quite challenging to grow, develop, and learn and move forward if you keep living in the past, only basing your future endeavors on what you know with 100% certainty you have experienced before. So that brings me to say this. So that you're not living in the rearview mirror, I want you to start utilizing some steps to help you overcome the rearview mirror syndrome. I want you to see yourself doing new things, practicing new strategies, and stepping outside of your comfort zone, no matter how small that it may be. Taking those small steps by starting off feeling comfortable with the small. New challenges will definitely help prepare you for the larger ones that are to come. However, getting started, I know, can be most challenging, but giving yourself some grace, that pep talk that you need along the way, and those daily pushes of encouragement and motivation, as well as empowering yourself to do great things, can definitely help. And if you feel hesitant, let me remind you that you have the power within you to do such amazing things, and that you have gotten through every setback and challenge with what you faced in life, and each of those challenges and obstacles bringing you closer to where you are today. So what I want you to do today is stop living a life in the rearview mirror and begin to unlock your potential to do all those things you're designed to do. You can begin by taking these few steps that I'm going to talk about. So 1, use the windshield as your landscape view. There's a reason the rearview mirror is small and the windshield is big. Your focus is supposed to be on the windshield. Your focus is supposed to be on moving forward. Yes, there may be failures in the past. Yes, there may be regrets. And yes, there may be mess ups. But guess what? It is okay, and it's all a part of life, so you must move forward. The next step is use the rearview mirror for its true purpose, to reflect, to learn, and to just begin. Learning from the things that take place that didn't go as expected, guess what? You're actually going further, faster. Another step is I want you to understand that failures do not define you. They refine you. So fail your way to the top and fail your way forward. There are so many pioneers that failed time and time again. For example, Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job. But my gosh, look at her now. Also, Thomas Edison failed his way 10,000 times to inventing the light bulb. And now that's a man who we know should have given up, but he didn't. And today we are so better off from it. Remember, you must never give up. Never stop believing in yourself. Not staying stuck looking in the rearview mirror. You have to change how you view failure. You have to remember that failure does not define you. It refines you. Start remembering and engaging in those new learning curves. And lastly, I want you to take those actionable steps to help you become more progressive in your actions. Plan, and keep your momentum. You've got to be facing forward and looking into the windshield landscape for the next thing that God has in store for you. You need to share your gifts and your talents that God has given you. Share them with the next person or the activity that needs you. Think about the next life that you can change and impact. Remember, God has big things in store for you. He has given you purpose and meaning. And you just need to believe in yourself and push yourself forward through all your trials and your tribulations that you may face. Start with where you are. Learn from your past mistakes, failures, and regrets, and know that all things work together for the good. All things work for those who want to prevail. You are well worth it. So, live your life through the windshield view. Start today. Keep dreaming. Keep pressing forward. Keep doing what you need to do to be the best versions of yourselves and to give of your gifts and talents to those that need to hear you, find you, and see you.